Vryheid residents have simply had enough of the lack of service delivery in the communities. Yesterday, the Vryheid CBD came to a grinding halt as residents marched to the municipal offices. eNCA reporter Nqobile Madlala is on the ground for us and trying to speak to residents about their concerns. Nqobile, what are residents telling you?
Well, so far, from what we have heard, Heidi, they've spoken about the fact that there's water issues, that there's electricity issues. But we also did manage to speak to the mayor. I'll tell you a little bit more in terms of what he said to us. But for now, I want to highlight that we are in town, but there's quite a number of issues that residents are faced with. And, sir, I'm going to bring you in to sort of give us an idea. What is it that you are worried about here in town?
Exactly, here in town we've got the problems. Actually, most of roads. The roads in town are not accessible in a way that they have potholes everywhere. Even you can see where we are, there are potholes. And I think the municipality, I don't know, it's, they know they have gone on this side, I don't know, but because it's been a long time we have these potholes here as at Abakulusi.
And in terms of water and electricity, are you okay at home?
In terms of water, we have 23 watts here under Abakulusi municipality. The issue of water, it's a highly problem in this area. In these 23 wards, there are wards that where there is no water. People that living in that particular area have gone that problem for a long time. When it comes to in those areas where there are water that maybe we can get, in terms of where there's a cut of water, the municipality didn't notify us as a resident. We have having a problem time and time. It talks about there is a problem of pumps. Always we have that situation in our area.
Thank you, sir. I want to bring you in. So, and I mean, you were talking about the issue of roads being very problematic as you also have a disability. Tell me how it affects you.
Thanks, ma'am. It's a big problem. I'm a resident here in Abakulusi, and as you can see just behind, there's a lot of potholes. Some of our peers, they've got various disabilities, some in wheelchairs, so they struggle to access these roads. It's even worse because even under this municipality, we don't have a program for us, which caters for us. We are not a part of municipality in every program. I'm also an entrepreneur here in Abakulusi. There are a lot of development happening around. We are not consulted about it. We are not even represented because there is no forum or structure that represent us as people with disabilities so that we can face our challenges. We talk about just behind us, there's a shop here, the retail shop, Spa. They've got disabled parking. Those disabled parking are used by everybody because if you become vocal about these things, they say, no, you are playing politics and stuff like that. So I think for us, we need to change the way municipality view disability as a component because we are left behind in everything that we do and channel, in everything. We do not participate in disability games. We don't participate in development programs by the municipalities. We don't participate in anything. They don't even consult us. So it's a big issue. So everything, including the issue of lights. As you move around town, you'll see in the evening, some streets, they don't have lights. So if you've got disability, you can't walk at night because it's not safe if you are not guarded. So for me, we're in a dire state as people with disabilities here.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, Heidi, you can hear that, but I want to show you the road they're speaking about just behind me. So these are some of the roads that we're seeing in town. But I think what they're highlighting to us, Heidi, is that this is not the only road that people with disability have to deal with. He's talking about something that's very important. I mean, if you are in a wheelchair, how do you go through this road when you know that there's potholes and also you can barely see what's happening on the pedestrian walk? So if you are someone in a wheelchair, that means you gotta use the main road, but at the same time, the main road in itself has potholes. Now there's lights and water issues in various areas here, which we have gone to. Some don't even have electricity at all. Some of the areas we've gone to have said that they've been waiting for them to be electrified for over 10 years. And this is something that's been ongoing. So whilst we worry about load shedding, people here don't even have lights to start off with. However, we did manage to speak to the mayor of Abaqulusi municipality. And Heidi, he tells us that he has programs that are currently ongoing, that they have budgeted a certain amount of money from the municipality to ensure that these problems that we're seeing are taken care of. But he said that he's looking for the community to give them a bit of time to work on these issues. But if you haven't had electricity for 10 years, how much longer can you wait for in this case? But of course, those are the issues that we are finding on the ground here.
Certainly, I think it's quite shameful and disgraceful for government officials to tell the public to be a little bit more patient. I don't know how much longer we can be patient for, or we are told we're sorry about the load shedding. So thank you for highlighting that important story. That's our reporter, Nqobile Madlala.